This is the case of Miss Molly Mullins versus Leona Davenport.
That's Leona.
What?
That's Leona.
Leona, whatever you are. All right, Miss Mullins, what do you want from her?
I went to Miss Davenport to get a cosmetic treatment. She had been recommended by a friend of a friend, apparently had done a good job. What I wanted to do was get my butthole bleached, so it would be...
Wait, hold up. Miss Mullins, you wanted to get your butthole bleached?
Yeah,
yes.
She came to get her ringtone changed, as we call it in the business.
I know this
Why?
isn't... Well, I was starting
Listen, I'm a big old homosexual. Even I don't do that shit. What's your problem?
I was dating again, and I heard that that's a big improvement, that you'll meet better quality people by...
Do straight people even do anal?
This friend had been going to Leona and had really good results.
Miss Leona.
Leona.
Not for anal.
Whatever you are. Miss Leona. Leona. Here, I'll make a note, okay?
Thank you.
Leona.
Leona.
Leona, like Princess Leona.
I'm sorry.
There.
It's hard to pronounce because it's exotic.
You know, Miss Davenport.
Yes, Your Majesty.
When people come to you for anal bleaching, do a lot of women come to you, and why?
Women and men come. They just want it lighter. They want it pinker. You know, it's the new trend. I bedazzle. I put jewels on penises after I wax it. I can make the pubic hair into shapes like kind of like the shrubbery in Edward Scissorhands, you know?
Yeah, but haven't you ever had issues if you bejewel the penis and then upon penetration it gets lost? Isn't that a problem?
Well, that's their problem. They come to me and want it to be pretty.
I see.
I don't care
so
what happens.
You don't care about anybody but your bottom dollar.
No.
Because we're going to have to pay for the insurance of the people who end up in the emergency room with jewels stuck up their coochies because you weren't considerate of their safety, right, Miss Leona?
You're not going to have to pay for anybody's insurance in the emergency room. Have you not heard of Obamacare?
Who pays for Obamacare? We pay for Obamacare! Everybody pays for Obamacare! All the middle class and upper class people pay for the poor people's Obamacare. And I doubt that if you're stupid enough to get your dick bejeweled, then you're making enough money to pay for your own Obamacare.
May I say something?
No, you may not. Moving right along. Miss Mullins.
Your homosexualness. This case is not about putting jewels on a penis. This case is about me, changing her ringtone and bleaching her
But this
anus.
says stuff
I did
about
it
your... This is a courtroom! But it does say something about your character if you're willing to perform dangerous procedures on stupid people. That's all I'm saying. Now, Miss Mullins, we're moving on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Mullins, please tell me... So what's the problem? You wanted your asshole bleached, so?
Right, I didn't want any bedazzling. I simply wanted my bottom hole made pink. It never got pink. I went back. Miss Davenport said, let's try this again. Maybe I didn't use this. Maybe I need to use more. 4 times now.
Did you have anal sex in between the sessions? Within the month? There was some.
Listen,
if you're saying that you've had sex as much as any regular homosexual, you've been going at it at least once every single day with different men.
All you gotta do is check the way she walks.
That's not correct. I think that she's being really judgmental.
And thank you, Miss Leona. I've seen the way Miss Mullins walk, and I can see. It's somebody who's had a lot of activity up in the anus. Now, Miss Mullins, so how many times would you say that you've had activity in the back door in between after you got your first session?
Several times, but
Several
it was
times. Number?
3. 3.
Are you making that number out of thin air?
No, that's several. Because really, I can't remember one night. Maybe it was 2, 3 times, but 3 different partners, 3 different
Each
occasions.
one counts, Miss Mullins. I'm sorry. I know you're a white person, and I am good at math, but I am sorry. It does not. Okay, good. What?
Your Honor,
Okay.
I don't believe you could recall, like on your dates, how many times you took it in the ass when things
Yes,
were
but I am
good.
not getting anal bleachings that require me to be celibate.
That was not made clear to me. Maybe it was.
Yes, it was made clear to you. It's in the forms you signed. I said it several times throughout the process where I'm doing it. Do not have
Who
penetration.
listens while they're getting their asshole bleached?
You better.
Who reads?
Most
Who
people
reads?
do.
You know, Miss Davenport, Miss Mullins is kind of right. If you're stupid enough to get your asshole bleached, then you're probably not listening to the directions. And we've already said, proven that you don't really care about what happens to these people. You
Oh,
just
we
want
have
the
not
bottom
proven
dollar.
that I don't care what happens. That's just your
You probably must.
your homosexualness. I object to that.
Why? What?
Because there is no proof that I don't care. You jumped to that conclusion
Because you bejewel penises, and you know that stuff gets lost inside
I
a
do
vagina
not know
or
that.
an anus.
Nobody has ever come back to me and said and made me count the ones left and say, where did it go?
Because they're dead. That's why they're not coming back to you, Miss Davenport, because they're dead.
Well, let me put it this way. No police has ever come to my house looking for me for killing people. How many have come to your house, your gayness?
Your Honor, you said as well, you noticed that I'm white.
I've had several people come to my house. But
he noticed.
show.
He said I was a white person. He was remarking how he's an Asian person. I'm a white person. How hard is it to make my asshole pink? I think Ms. Davenport
It's not very hard if you would just take care of it.
I don't see much of a
4
difference here, Miss
times.
Davenport. I don't see much of
4.
a difference. I see like really dark, like a total eclipse dark. Before the first session.
This white person came to me with, I don't know what going on back there, okay? It was darker than anything I'd ever seen on any race.
Well,
and it lightened it up, and I told her, this is as light as I could get it. And if you want to come back, no sex in between, and I'd be happy to keep doing treatments to make it lighter. But you cannot have sex in between.
Are you the one responsible for, after the third session, because the first session is like a total eclipse, the second one it's a little less dark, and the third one is a little ever so slightly less dark, like, dark maroon or whatever, like really.
Not pink.
But then after the third session, I see a bunch of hemorrhoid-looking things, and I don't know if you're the one responsible for this or if you're the one responsible for this.
I think Ms. Mullins is responsible for that because you can read everything up on changing your ringtone, and there is no way that you can get a hemorrhoid from it.
Ms. Mullins, did you take any abnormally large objects between the second and the third session of your...
Well, obviously, because the color went
Miss Davenport, I'm asking Miss Mullins!
The color went from almost dark.
Stop, quiet, I'm gonna kick you out.
It went from almost dark to a blood moon.
Get out! You! Are you ready to be quiet now? Miss Mullins, I'm asking you a question. Did you take any abnormally large objects up inside your anus in between the second and the third session, and you are under oath?
No, I wish.
Did you take any black men?
No, black cock, Your Honor.
Italian men?
I think Armenian, maybe, saying he was Italian. I think he claimed to be Italian.
Armenians are huge.
Yeah, and they're always uncut. Isn't that? Oh, I'm sorry.
And that is why you have these hemorrhoids around your anus in the third. It's clear to me that, Miss Mullins, you may have paid for these anal bleachings.
And how? She's not cheap. She just looks it.
Your gayness.
That was
I want that stricken from the record, your gayness.
Miss Davenport, that was a pretty good insult. That stays on record. Now, I have to say, how much do you want from Miss Davenport?
I paid Miss Davenport $150. I paid her in cash the first session. I think I should get 75 of it back. It's not pink. 4 times. She put my asshole through hell.
You know what, Miss
Oh, I think you
Davenport?
put your own asshole through hell.
Yeah, I have to agree with Miss Davenport. You put your own asshole through hell. An uncut Armenian, please give me a break. Now, listen here, people. Miss Davenport, you triggered me. Listen, I am sick of other people having to pay for other people's stupidity, okay? And Miss Davenport, as irresponsible and immoral as I think you are, I think that Miss Mullins is pretty stupid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rule in your favor, Miss Davenport. You get to walk away, you don't have to pay her a damn thing. And you, next time, don't take uncut Armenian penises in between sessions of anal bleachings when she told you not to. It's not anybody's fault but your own, because you're a whore.
I
okay?
have to live my
You're
life.
a whore.
I have to live my life. It's my asshole and my
Well, then
dating
don't get it
profile.
bleached! Don't get it bleached!
I
then!
just wanted a pink butthole.
Don't get it bleached, get it disinfected.
Do whatever you need to do, but don't get it bleached. Do whatever you want with it. I don't care if you get fisted or stick a camera up your ass, okay?
She went from-
But listen, we shouldn't have to be responsible for this. The ruling is for Miss Davenport. You're free to go, and you be more responsible for your own ass. Do whatever you want, but don't put other people being responsible for your hemorrhoids. Case
Thank you.
dismissed. Goodbye.
Thank you, your fagginess.
Whoa. On PC.
Ow!
Oh.
In the case of the botched butthole, Judge Park has ruled in favor of Davenport. Let's hear what they have to say.
It's not about enjoying the actual bleaching of the anus. I just like the joy in my clients' faces when they walk out of there with a pinker asshole.
Okay, all right. And talk to me a little bit about this name. Leona?
Leanna.
Leona
Nobody ever gets that right.
Davenport. Is
Yeah.
that kind of like lay on the sofa?
Similar. My ancestors were in furniture.
Not that many. I mean, I'd be cool with more people looking at it if they were the right people. But a couple of months, you know, I'm dating,
Okay.
open-minded.
All right. And how do you think they feel when they see a hemorrhoid?
I always warn them if I have a roid. And usually the guys are pretty thirsty and they're cool about it.